heading out, pack your brolly. We've got some heavy rain in the west, some heavy rain in the east, and although it will brighten up in between, that in itself could spark off some showers, which could also be heavy and thundery. I'll have all the details shortly. To you too. If you're stepping out at the moment, there's some frost in the north of Scotland, but for the rest of us, it's a fairly cloudy and wet start to the day. We've got some heavy rain in today's forecast, and although we will see some bright spells developing, we could also see some further showers. But as a result, the pollen levels, we're talking tree pollen, are low or moderate for most of the country today, high in East Anglia. So to give you an idea of how much rain we've had, this is a weather front draped from the southwest towards the northeast, and overnight we've also had some heavy rain coming up across the southeast. Now the rain across Wales and the southwest of England is going to be fairly persistent as we go through the course of the day. We'll see some further large rainfall totals form, and there is the risk of some localised flooding. Gusty winds here as well. Meanwhile, the rain across the east eventually pushes off into the North Sea, and behind that it will brighten up, but we could also see some heavy thundery showers develop. After some thundery showers this morning in northwest Scotland, here it will brighten up as well with some sunshine, just an isolated shower, and also for Northern Ireland, just a small chance of a shower for you. Should remain largely dry with some hazy sunshine. Temperatures 9 in Lerwick to potentially 20 degrees if we hang on to the sunshine across the southeast. Now, heading on through the evening and overnight, the rain across Wales and southwest England, it's an area of low pressure producing this, tends to move towards the north and also the west. We'll have coastal gales across southern areas, still a lot of cloud, murky conditions as well, some clearer skies across the north of Scotland, and here the temperature will be lower at only 3 degrees. And then Salinjon, the weather does remain unsettled as we go through the rest of the week, but potentially, possibly, a little bit more positive for the Easter weekend. Fingers crossed. A little bit better at the moment. It could still change because it's a long way off. Because yesterday we were going for lots of rain, but it looks like it will still be quite cloudy with an easterly breeze, and it could still produce some showers, just not all that rain.
You know how to get
ahead. A little bit more Salon than was yesterday. Yes, good morning, everybody. If you're stepping out today, though, it's a wet start to the day. There is some heavy rain around. It will brighten up a bit later, but there'll also be some showers later as well. Now, what's happening is low pressure is really driving our weather at the moment. We're surrounded by it. We've got this great big long weather front. It's been producing all this rain through the course of the night. Some of it has been heavy. And we've also got more rain coming up from the near continent. That too has been heavy as we've gone through the early part of today. Now, this band will continue to push along some eastern coastal counties before clearing off into the North Sea. The rain across southwest England and Wales will be fairly persistent, and it will linger here for much of the day. So there is the risk of some localised flooding, quite gusty winds too, along the southwestern approaches. In between, a lot of dry weather. It will brighten up, but that in itself could spark off some heavy thundery showers, particularly so, but not exclusively, in the south. And after some thundery showers this morning across the northwest of Scotland, these showers becoming more isolated, we'll see some sunshine and some hazy sunshine across Northern Ireland with just the chance of the odd shower. Temperatures 9 in Lerwick, 13 in Glasgow and Belfast, but in any prolonged spells of sunshine in London, we could reach 20 degrees. Now, as we head through the evening and overnight, this area of low pressure moves north. It takes its rain northwards and into the west as well. There'll be some coastal gales across some southern areas. And this is how we start the day tomorrow, again with the low pressure anchored across parts of northern and central Wales, northwest England, parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland, taking its rain with it. Quite windy all around this, so it's going to generally be a windy day, but it will brighten up quite widely behind this rain, with some sunshine coming through. Temperatures, while we're looking at a range 10 in the north to 15 in the south, so down on what we're looking at today, especially in the south. Then as we head into Thursday, a quieter day of weather. More of us will see some sunshine. It will be drier, but having said that, it is a month of April and we'll still see some April showers, especially in the north and the west, but again, not necessarily exclusively. Temperatures ranging from 9 in the north to about 16 as we head down towards the south. Then as we head into Good Friday and the Easter weekend, you can see how we've got low pressure out towards the west, but high pressure starting to try to build in, which means that we could well just see a bit more cloud and pull in an easterly breeze. But before we get there, on Good Friday, we're looking at a lot of dry weather in eastern areas and the chance of some rain out towards the west. But this could still change. If the high pressure builds in faster, it could move this away farther west. So it's one to keep a close eye on. Sal and John. No, never. Not in a million years.
You really wouldn't,
John.
I thought you'd fancy a bit of science, a bit of exploration.
Yes, but I can do that on terra firma.